Welcome to Game of the Day, where I randomize a date and play a game that came out on that same day. Today we're starting with 1986 for the year and December 22nd for the date. It was a 50-50 today as only two games were on that date, but the one that ended up being the star was Star Voyager. The game follows our protagonist being the only trained pilot to work with a fully integrated biocomputer called Adam, fleeing from a galaxy whose sun was quickly dying and having to fight off space terrorists known as Moloch war drivers that stand in your way. The gameplay throws you in a space where you're free to explore the universe guided by your compass, and you're given a map to figure out where you'd like to go next. There are different markings on the map, such as planets to visit, stations to refuel at, asteroids and black holes to avoid, and enemy ships to fight. Your location was indicated by a square on the map, and you could choose a location to head towards, and the coordinate tool would automatically lock in, which was a nice touch. But once you had a destination, it was time to actually start heading there by ramping into warp speed, going into subspace, and coming out one space closer to wherever you were trying to go to. Be careful though, as you had to be cognizant of your fuel usage indicated by how many crystal cores you had at the top right, followed by your energy underneath it, as every time you used an energy bar, you lost a crystal, and once you ran out of crystals, it was game over. Fret not though, as like I said earlier, you could stop past stations to completely refuel if need be. The most important mechanic of the game though was space fights, as you had to use your lasers, radar, and piloting skills to outmaneuver and fight off fleets of enemies at a time. You did have a bit of assistance though with your shield to help defend you, but it quickly drained your energy when in use, so you had to be careful about how you used it. If your defenses didn't hold up though, you could view specific damage your ship took and repair it by returning to your home base or any nearby station. Fights definitely took a lot of skill though, as there were so many enemies at once, there wasn't a dedicated lock-on button, and good luck trying to flee, as they would follow you through warps to finish off the job. One hope you may have had though was a hyperdrive engine, allowing you to jump across multiple spaces at a time, but locating them was a difficult task in itself. But one final thing the game did to make sure you were on the right track was have a message system that flashed different warnings and reminders across the screen for you to keep track of. The game was impressive on a technical level by mimicking 3D space with how it programmed pixels to move in relation to you. Universes were randomly generated every time you played it, and it had some cool features like planets being different with offering helpful weapons, and had cutscenes for when you entered them, but if you couldn't find any weapon upgrades, it was almost impossible to take down the mothership to win the game. But all in all, I'd have to give this game a drifting track out of 10. Make sure to follow and leave a comment what you would rate this game alongside other games you hope to see in the future on the series, and I'll see you guys in the next one.